Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Let me see here. Yeah, you all can hear me. All right, so let me get rid of that. Let's hope we can get out of here in about an hour. I know it's late or super early for some people. Okay. Church Nelly was here first. Hey, Church Nelly. Compton Caligal, um, Gracie and Fawabi, um, Black Queen. Yes, hello, Black Queen. Um, Kathy G. Kathy G. Kathy G's a member. Nice. Um, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have a small crowd tonight. Hey, Lydia Washington, Brenda Crane, uh, and let me see here, Kim Peaches. All right. Well, I've had a busy day. Pedo of Faxon Toussaint. Hey, Pedo. Lambert, Charles. Okay, Patricia Ann Franklin. Hello. Glad you're here. And by the way, Gwendolyn Daniels wants to say hi to a few people. And Lydia wants to say hi to a few people. Always glad to help out with that. Hey, Susie Q. Wow, it is Thursday night, isn't it? Okay. All right. Well, I thought I had won the lottery. I thought I had one of those. I thought I had that $1 billion ticket, but since I didn't, hey y'all, that's almost as strange as that time when I was sitting on the couch and I reached back into one of the pillows, cushions, and pulled that piece of paper out, and I thought for sure that the bulk of Aretha Franklin's estate was actually going to be mine, but when I realized it was just a piece of paper, I quickly put it back inside the couch like I didn't see it. I guess what confused me is I thought it was, a genuine Aretha Franklin will, handwritten with a pencil, undated, unsigned, unnotarized, an Aretha Franklin will. Don't everybody have one? Or should I say, doesn't everybody in the Franklin household have a copy? Um, yeah, that's bad when everybody brings their own copy of Mama's will. Oh man, let me stop talking about them Franklins. They got bigger things to do than to think about what I got to say. Uh oh. Okay, let me do this. And almost forgot to do something. Give me just a second here. Um, of course, if anybody ever finds my will, they will entitle themselves to a loofah sponge and a bus pass. That is the bulk of my estate, a loofah sponge and a bus pass. So if you're interested in a loofah sponge and a bus pass, just write it down and all of that can be yours. All right, take that away. All right, I'm going to open up another screen so I can see what you all got, or what you all are seeing, rather. Okay. All right, so, oh, what a night. Late one evening back in 63. Hello, Marjorie, Sharon Augustine, Veronica Quick. Hello, Veronica Quick. Patricia Lane. Welcome, welcome. Anastasia's here, and Fu H. Knight, Lisha. Okay. Wow. Whew. Just made it. Good evening, Baron, mods, and all you beautiful squatties around the world who are still up and are getting up. Uh, oh, yeah, and getting up. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. Okay. Perfect. Hey, Mama Jane. All right. So, anyway, let's get into it, shall we? I'll go to the next slide. So, um, This is supposed to be the night of the concert. This is supposed to be the night of the concert. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Um, but that is what some of the people are saying it is. Either that or it may be an old TIG photo. If you have more information, please share it with us. But it looks as though Megan would have been the one holding the phone and doing a selfie. And so I'm thinking this has to be from the TIG days. Yay or nay? TIG or not? What do you guys think? Oh no, Carolyn Teal, you're a bit under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, well, if you need your rest, go ahead. You could always rewatch later. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's the other reason why I opened up another screen. I knew I did that for some reason. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. I'm going to pin a link to the top of the chat. That is the link to Facts and Two Cents with Pedal. Pedal was on earlier, so if you didn't get a chance to catch her, she was on earlier. You can always watch the replay. All right, there you go. I knew I was doing that for some reason. Okay. Baron, let's see. Reba Henderson says, Baron, that photo is not in California. Look at the background. Okay, so you think it's Italy or Malta or something like that? Yeah, okay. So then that is not a new photo. That is not a new photo. I tried to do a search with Google and I could not find where it originates. I doubt Megan was at the concert. She's the most photographed woman. You're telling me there's not one pic of her at the concert. Well, they do have those luxury boxes. So um, it could have been an after the fact kind of thing. I mean, I hope she was. I hope she was. I hope she was there. I hope she had a good time. And I hope she was able to do that without anyone getting a photo of her. Yeah, Marjorie Austin says they have no pictures from that said concert last night. So, wait, where did I lose my place here? Uh, oh, yeah, I know what I did. I inserted something in the middle of the two photos. Okay, so in all likelihood, then, oh, by the way, Meghan Markle attends Taylor Swift Erase tour, stop in Los Angeles while Prince Harry steps out in Asia. So it has been trending like crazy, but like you guys say, there are no photos. So that right there is makes it a little less likely, but not impossible. But let's hope she went out and had a girls' night and that they could have enjoyed themselves with no pictures. Leg says, "I think M was at Taylor Swift. Is was at Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. It is deflecting from Harry. Oh, you think they wanted to try to get people's attention on the I'm sorry, you don't think that she was at the Taylor Swift. It was a deflection from Harry. So you think that they were doing that just to make sure that people's attention went well, you know what? That is a good that makes as much sense as anything. So okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. There are no photos. Okay. Yeah, so there are no photos, but still, I hope she did go out and have a girls' night. So then this one makes even less sense. This one is another one that actually I was listening to Spaces earlier, and they kind of shot this one down. So that's why I have a big question mark there. They kind of again. What makes both of these highly suspicious is Megan's holding the phone. Megan is holding the phone. So I'm going to have to go with legs. It seems like a massive distraction. Okay. So, and then there, of course, was the exit. So Harry's lad's holiday is what they're calling it. You know, they want and this is why they should just make peace with the Sussexes. They need to stop the salacious, lying, malicious stories and make peace with them, because photos of the Sussexes are very, very beneficial for everyone in the media. And so you would think that if they call off the dogs, that they could manage to, give them a little more room just to do stuff where they would have an opportunity to get the photos that they want so much. But because of the huge profits that they make from the photos, coupled with the very dogged stories that they write, I mean, the horrendous make believe that they print, then of course you're not welcome to any photos. So it's rare, few and far in between, but when they do have them, it um, blankets the whole world in hours. And the photo of Harry and Nacho with their arms folded, that seems to be like the photo of the week. I mean, out of everything, that is the photo of the week for every media. That is the photo, and it to me it would just make more sense if the tabloids could play nice. But obviously, their business model says there's more money in gossip and rumors and such. Let's see. You got that right, Lydia. She doesn't seem to age. I think the only tell is the fact that she's holding the phone. It's pretty clear she's holding the phone. So, um, yeah, that's the only tell. That, and of course, like someone said, take a look at the buildings in the background. That also makes it very doubtful. So, okay, I am going to agree with you all. Not likely photos from that night. Let's see here. Yeah, well, if you go earlier in the day, but yeah, you're right. It's a night concert. Boy, I tell you, the Sussex Squad Detective Agency is firing on all cylinders tonight. You guys are a high performance engine. That makes a lot of sense too. The Panama hat at night is not really one of her things. That is a day wear. Absolutely. Okay, you guys have won me over. I am even more convinced. What? Really? Really? Well, I am going to be looking forward to reading that when it comes out. By the way, there was another article for Woo Woo. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but what I'll do, I'll make another one of my videos. Since I don't have to do a lot of editing, it doesn't take a lot to make those. So I'll do one of those, and I'll probably get a chance to read it at that time. But I will put another one of those out probably tonight. Yeah, probably tonight. It only takes me about an hour to do that. So I'll do that tonight. Okay. Hero Harry, Anfu says Hero Harry and his brother Nacho are kicking up a storm in Japan. When comes Singapore, it will be a rock star in town. You know what, guys? I have to confess, I have been kind of stalling because I was kind of hoping to get some early photos of Singapore, and it's just not happening. What time is it in Singapore? But yeah, I have been kind of stalling because I have been hoping, and I have just been going through thread after thread on Twitter, even as I'm saying it right now. Guess what I'm doing? I'm looking at Twitter. But I have been hoping against hope that there would be something for Singapore. But at a certain point, I'm like, all right, it's late. It's late. But it would have been really cool. It would have been really cool, but I'm scrolling. I don't see anything. I think we got lucky last time, but this time not so much. Um, yeah, not a thing. Nothing. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let me check my inbox. Nobody's put anything there, so probably not. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to wait until tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I'm done. I'm looking. I don't see anything, so let me get back over there with you guys. Oh man. I am enjoying these days. I am enjoying it. I love it. Oh, by the way, I did find a video of them leaving Japan, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. So Harry's all smiles, and he's not smiling for the paps, you guys. He's smiling for the civilians. There were a bunch of people at the airport that were greeting him as he was walking through, as you know, from the when they arrived. So, oh, it's 9 hours ahead. Uh, I don't know what that means. So I'm sure that means it's like 11 a.m., right? Or 12 p.m. I think that means it's 12 p.m. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I figured it was daytime. I figured it was daytime. I wanted to see something though before I go to bed. Oh, Diane Hawkins. Yeah, I'm going to get to that one. I'm going to get to that one. Okay. So yeah, here's another one. And another one. These were really, really cool photos. And there were people pointing out the fact that Harry is wearing some slippers or slip on shoes. They're not lace shoes. And that is kind of a first. I've never seen him wear shoes that were not laced. He usually wears his suede shoes with the laces. Or as when I was a kid, I think we used to call them buckskin. He used to wear those buckskin shoes with the laces. Well, this time he's wearing just something with a white sole and the elastic on the side. So yeah, very cool. But you can tell he's having the time of his life. He's relaxed. And this just goes to show you, this just goes to show you, when Harry is with Meghan, he's in protection mode and unable to relax. He's unable to relax. But here, he doesn't have that pressure of protecting his boo. So he's able to just, be there at the airport or be in public without that extra layer. But it's very sweet that he's that protective of Megan to the point where it's like he's part of the protection detail, as well he should be. But this is like the whole other side of it when he's just able to relax like this, and that's a good thing. Carolyn Mentor says Harry's tan looks so good. He gets more handsome as the years go by. Unlike his brother, he's just uglier each passing year. Does it take a whole year? I thought it was by the month. Okay, and here you go. So, um, this one, he must have saw something that disagreed with him, like, oh yeah, those people, the Pats, of course. He must have seen something that disagreed with him. So, 12 hours ahead of New York, and it's 9:21 here, 10:20. So it's 10:21 in Singapore. Okay, got it. Yes, Joey Moore. He's relaxed and having fun with his brother Nacho. I'm here for it. I love it. Okay. And as Diane Hawkins pointed out, excuse me, the Armani jacket, super casual. This is something that every guy should have when they're on an airplane. Um, is casual yet smart. You look very smart with this. Casual yet smart. Um, And if you notice, Nacho is wearing a polo shirt, so he has a collar. You know, there's something about having a collar that is not, of course, in any way formal, but it's not as, as relaxed and casual. I mean, because people used to dress for airplanes, and people are saying that one thing they really miss is the idea that people no longer dress when they fly. So Harry has the perfect ensemble that was likely put together by you know who. The Duchess of Sussex is likely the one who coordinated that outfit for him. And I think it's really cool that Harry has embraced his fashionable side. So I am going to give that outfit two thumbs up. It's a good look for him. Now, let me get to the video. Oh, I already have it queued up. I have it already queued up. Here we go. All right. Do you think the music is too much? I thought it deserved a little action. But yeah, so that is them leaving Japan and heading for Singapore. Now, I just want you to know that the aha, see, Beverly, I don't know what this connection is that we have. Just as I cue up this photo, there you have it. You all notice how Japan gave him protection. See that arm extended there? Do you see that arm extended? Yes, he's protected. And they treated him accordingly, given his, you know, status as a world leader. And he is a world leader. He has an incredible amount of influence, as evident by the work that he's been doing lately. So, yeah, there you go. I saw that arm extended, and I'm like, okay, okay, because they were not being super, I guess, obstructive to everyone around, but at the same time, when it was necessary, they did make their presence known. And as I said, there were a lot of civilians that were just there snapping photos. So I'm not even sure if any of these were PAP photos. Um, I didn't see any of them credited to the PAPs. So hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh, by the way, Lisi D, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. So there you have it. And then there is a clipping from one of the newspapers. It's anybody's guess what it says. I'm sure there's maybe a few of us squatties that could actually decipher that one. I have no idea, but I'm sure it's something good. But yeah, so Harry was given the necessary protection. And as far as I can tell, there was no following him around or anything like that while they were in Japan. So that's a good thing. I'm loving this trip for him. It's a great way for him to relax before Invictus because as we, realized from yesterday, Harry was like, when he made that recording about the Invictus, and he's like, okay, this is the countdown. And, he wouldn't be human if he wasn't a little nervous because, and I remember when they were in The Hague, I was like, I was nervous for Harry because it's a huge responsibility. You got world leaders showing up, right? And you have all these athletes and their families. You don't want to let anybody down. And I still have a concern about this one coming up, but I'm going to keep it to myself until it's over with. And I will let you know, whew, okay, that went better than expected. And I'm sure it will. But I am just a little bit concerned about this next one. But it's not a unhealthy concern. It's just, you know how protective we are of our faves, that kind of concern. And the last Invictus game, when I saw Harry like running here and running there and doing this and doing that, I'm like, God, that's too much for one person. But you know, some people actually are more efficient when they're operating in that state of what I would call panic. But he wasn't panicked, he was in his element. Me, I would be at my wits end. But um you know, he's got a great support network of people around him. um and he's not doing this by himself for sure, so I'm going to try to relax. I shouldn't be more anxious than he is, right? I'm going to try to be more relaxed and just enjoy the moment, as the moments as they come. But yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. Cynthia, thank you so much for the super chat, and hello to you. Thank you so much for being here tonight on Royal Sussex. I can't believe it's almost what is it, 1,157 people at this late hour. Unbelievable! But thank you all so much for being here. And I found these. One of the squaddies shared this, and just so you guys know that Nacho's commitment to Centabale is not just so that he can play polo. Although Nacho has spoken about the idea of being like a global ambassador, if he isn't actually the global ambassador, I'm not sure what his title is, but I believe he's also a global ambassador for the sport of polo, and that is his life's work. It is the favorite thing of his, and to be able to do that and raise funds. But it's rare that you actually see him interacting with the kids that the charity has been able to help and support. And thank you to the squaddie that posted this earlier. Um, this is you know, a reminder for myself and for everyone else that it's not just lip service, it's not a vanity project, but he is actually moved by these charity events because of the way they support real people. It's not just like, you know, they raise the money, the administration cost takes it all up, but the money goes to help the people that need it the most. And that is a good thing. So, um, and thank God for Nacho, Harry's brother, his other brother. Thank goodness for that, because, you know, he has a brother, Prince Seso, um, that can share this with him. That can share this with him. His life is so much more fulfilled now. He has the woman of his dreams. He has his family. He has the super cool mother in law. He has his brother, his sister Serena, you know, and all the other people that support him. It is a full circle moment. It's everything that he needs. It's everything that he deserves. So I'm so glad for that. And, you know, it's one thing when you're involved with a charity, but when it's a family affair, and this is a family thing for him, that he has Nacho, he has Prince Say So, um, that he partners with them to do this fundraising, that means a lot. So, and, you know, Harry is a good polo player. Jennifer Bradshaw says the only place that Prince Harry is not treated with respect is from his home family and their despicable tabloids. A man who fought for his country, get no respect. It is so very shameful. Jennifer Bradshaw, you said it. You said it. That was perfect. And it is. It is. It's a disgrace. It's just like when they were at the Hague, and they sent the British players on a bus. There was like really no one of rank to accompany them to the Hague, just so that they can make sure that they would do everything that they could to avoid acknowledging Harry's success. This is a huge success. And every year that they have these events is going to grow in scale. It's growing by leaps and bounds in terms of reach, importance, and every other way you can measure it. This is huge. This is huge. And rather than celebrating the moment with him, they're doing everything that they can to conspire against him, including that little nonsense with the titles. That was so tacky. That shows desperation. It's like the last gasp of some dying species. In this case, the monarchy, the last gasp of some dying species before it is room temperature and off to the taxidermy. Off to the taxidermist, right? Off to the taxidermist. Could you imagine anyone taking the, or should I say, going through the trouble to stuff and mount this over the fireplace? Who would want that? Would you want this leering over your dining room table? I think not. I'd rather have a moose head than to have this stuffed and mounted over my furniture. That's terrible. And could you imagine how much stuffing it would take to fill out those cheeks and hands and ears? Take a lot of stuffing if you did consider doing that. Okay, I'm not going to go there. All right. Anyway, but I wouldn't want that over. And Lord knows I wouldn't want Camilla stuffed and mounted in my garage, let alone over my dining room table. Okay, so and right here, take a look. Wait. All right. So there you can see my favorite photo from Japan. Megan, you are loved. Look at you and Harry on people's posters. My sweets, now come to Singapore, okay? Well, I don't I don't know if that is the same lady or not. I recognize the magazine in the background with the red coat that Princess Diana is wearing, but it seems like on this occasion they added the photo from their engagement. And obviously, that's the most evidence that you could ever need to know that there are people in Japan. And you know what? When the Japanese, not that they're all alike, but anytime the Japanese are a fan of someone, they're super loyal. They're super loyal. Um, and it's always a surprise to like artists that go over there to perform when they find out that they have like fans that they didn't realize exist. But once they go to Japan, they go back again and again because they know how to treat their faves. So um, I wouldn't be surprised by this, I would say, but it's refreshing to see it, and I'm glad for it. I'm really glad for this trip. Like I said, I think it's a great way for Harry to relax before Invictus. And speaking of which, when the Japanese take to something, take a look at that. Um, Number one, um, Amazon, number one in Japan. Now, it had gone from, oh, wait, let me see if I have that from yesterday. Was it yesterday I mentioned that? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. So it had gone from 2065th place to 21st place in the Amazon book ranking within 24 hours. So at that rate, is it any wonder that it has gone to number one? It has gone to number one. Oh, wait, let me see. There are next to the stars. Oh, they don't have the stars on this one. I wanted to see what the numbers were next to the star ratings. But so 91,000, that's how many reviews that they've had, right? 91,652 reviews. Or is that just the amount of people that put the stars? I think maybe that's just for the stars. But yeah, so it must be like hairy fever over there, I would imagine. But either way, it's a good thing. It's what Harry deserves. He deserves this. He does so much good in this world to be disrespected the way his family has disrespected him. So I'm glad for that. And as I say, remember, at the very root of this charity is Prince Cecil's mom, who died way too young, I would say. I'm not sure how old she was, but from the photo that I've seen of her, it seemed like she may have been, I don't know, in her 50s or something like that. And then, of course, Princess Diana and Cintabale. Oh gosh, what language is that? But anyway, it means forget me not. That's what Cintabale means, forget me not in another language. And of course, that is Princess Diana's favorite flower. So it all comes full circle, as I said. One of many full circle things that's happened in Harry's life. So glad for that. Let me take a look at a couple of your comments here. They can take his uniform, but he's still a warrior. They can take his house, but he has his home. Oh, I love that, Ruth Lopez. They can take his HRH, but he'll always be good King Harry. Ruth, you get a bell for that. That is so poetic. I love that. I love that. Oh, Carlene, I tell you, that is very true. And also, I'm just like getting this fever that I want to go back there so bad. I want to go back there so bad. That was the last place I went before the pandemic, just that one trip. And I, I did not, well, okay, the plane had a mechanical issue. So instead of having 3 nights, I only had the 2 nights because I could not connect with the other flights. So, oh, that took away a lot of time. So, I had to do a very quick checklist of things while I was there. And that just means I need to go back sooner rather than later. But if only for the Kit Kats. Do you know there's about 200 different flavors of Kit Kat? Kit Kat is very close to a Japanese word that means good luck, I think. And so you can find Kit Kats in so many flavors. It's mind blowing. As a matter of fact, I actually put that on the wish list before, and a couple of you guys sent me some Kit Kats. So thank you very much for that. 4 months membership. Thank you very much. I always thought Charles and Willie are jealous because he had a closer relationship with Queen Elizabeth II and Philip than they had themselves. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they're jealous of his spirit. They're jealous of his spirit and they're jealous of his freedom. They're jealous of that. You know, while they have been indoctrinated with all things royal, while they have made themselves believe that everything that they say and do is so important and monumental, they have to be very jealous of his freedom, of his spirit. As Miss was it Miss Seeley that said folks don't like people too proud and too free? And that's true. People don't like when you're too proud and too free. Okay, and of course, the photo. The photo. Now, I believe that someone found some information on the sunglasses, but I can't find it. But I did look. They may just be some just run of the mill sunglasses, but yeah, this is the photo of the week. Clearly, the photo of the week. Yeah, the whole HRH, Lucy Highland, the whole HRH. Prince Harry will be special without the HRH or with it. No one can take his charm and his accomplishments away. Here, here. Yeah, the whole thing of the HRH is I guess it's like a legal thing with the HRH. It involves royal protection. That's the only thing that I know the HRH is good for. It means royal protection. Now, I heard that when they stripped Diana of the HRH, after she died mysteriously, an untimely, mysterious death in a tunnel in Paris, the Queen offered to reinstate the HRH, and Charles Spencer said no. Charles Spencer has been very cordial with the Queen, uh, but I do believe that between the two of them, I'm pretty sure the Queen had a lot of respect for him after he dressed her down in front of everybody in the country. No, I'm sorry, everyone in the world. I'm pretty sure um, that she had a respect for him after that. I mean, after somebody gives you the what for, either you're going to bust them across the nose or you're going to, have more respect for them. And even if you do bust them across the nose, you're still going to have more respect because he wasn't afraid to stand up to her and did not care who heard him. That was one of the most honest moments that I've ever seen in the whole history of that country. That is one of the most honest moments was when he dressed down Her Majesty the Queen in front of everybody. I mean, it was so quiet you could hear a rat piss on cotton, and she couldn't do anything but sit there and take it. Um, but they shouldn't have taken the HRH away in the first place. It was being vindictive, and I'm sure that that was Charles. That was a petty Charles move. If anything is overtly petty like that, at a certain point, when Charles was getting more and more responsibilities because of the long period of time that he was the Prince of Wales, the longest in history, he was able to write letters to people in the government and such, and he was able to get his way. Anfu said they took away the HRH from Diana, but offered it back upon her death. The Spencers refused it. It did not stop Diana from becoming an icon and was globally loved. As Diana said, she would rather be the queen of people's hearts than the queen of England. That's what she said. She would rather be the queen of people's hearts. You know, I would say in the position that she was in, um, if she wanted to have some other type of career, it would have been all but impossible because of the amount of attention that she received. But what she had, she did so much with it. And that was to love people, to let people know that they were loved. And one of her finest moments was walking through that field that was cleared of landmines. And of course, the AIDS patients, among other things. And of course, those visits with families when there were no cameras around. And if you guys have seen it, I'm glad. If not, I don't know where to find it. But there is a documentary of Princess Diana. Now, the cameras were not brought by the royal household. It was not the tabloid media, it wasn't any media. These videos were videos that were taken in the days before cell phones, of course, mobile phones, of Diana visiting families where she just showed up. She promised that she'd come and she showed up. And these families were so amazed at how easily she maneuvered. As a matter of fact, with her driving, the Royal Protection Officer rode shotgun, but she was the one driving. And when she showed up, they would get out their camcorders or whatever they had. And so someone took all of these videos and made a documentary out of it. And if there was anything else that you would need to prove how genuine she was about her devotion to people, that says it right there. That says it right there. She didn't bring cameras. No one followed her when she arrived. The families recorded it. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you know what? let him, let him do it. Let him do it. Right now, the Commonwealth is in tatters. There's little or no respect for that family amongst the Commonwealth. And of course, the very young people that they need to remain relevant will bear witness to this malicious act. I'm actually hoping he will do it. I hope he will do it because it will be to his detriment. It will be to his detriment. And the family, that institution will pay the price for it. There will be a price to be paid for it. So go ahead. Um, you know, just go ahead and do it. Um, okay. Oh, let me do that. Uh, bitter old drunk. Let's see. Prince Harry still retains it. Yeah, I mean, he's always going to be Prince Harry. That is not just a title. That is his name. HRH Prince Harry will still retain his birthright title to use. Prince Harry and wife do not use the title, and a website deletion by men in gray suits has no legal bearing. Done with toward momentum fail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm at this point now. Before I was very resentful of it, but now I'm just like, you know what? That would probably be a blessing in disguise. It will be a blessing in disguise. They will cut off their own noses to spite their face. Leg says, anyone else noticed that Amazon isn't in, included in Suits viewing minutes? I think that the figures they are given are lower than what they are. Oh, is it on Amazon as well? I thought it was just Peacock and Netflix. I did not notice that. But well, thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat. Okay, I did not know that, but yeah. So, and even when it what is it now? Is it like 3 billion watch minutes, something like that? 3.1 billion. Amazing. And I just saw another article where they were just like in awe of the fact that that these young people and young and old people of all ages are watching it. And that's the other thing. They got to do something. And I'm saying this is what's happening is that they got to do something to try and stop this momentum from Suits. from Harry's trip to Japan and to Singapore, and then Invictus. So I'm thinking they must have a little surprise coming up. But the thing is, the Sussex Squad, the the keyboard warriors, the Sussex Squad investigation. I'm sorry, detective agency. We are going to be there to call them out and to correct them, if you will. We're going to be there to correct them. So, but I got a feeling that they're only just getting started because this is just too much positive news. And then they're trying to spin this story about how William is a number one. When is William a world leader? I thought Charles was the sovereign. And if William is a world leader, how come he hasn't ended homelessness as he promised? Because if he was a politician, he'd be in bad shape. He hasn't ended homelessness. He hasn't brought peace to the Middle East. Um, this whole Earthshot thing, the world has never been hotter. He's still using his helicopter like a Uber as pedal. I scream every time I hear Pedal say he uses his helicopter like a Uber. He uses his helicopter like a Uber. So, you know, based upon the weight of everything that he hasn't done and the few things that he's doing that is in total contrast with what he's preaching, then I would say he's a big fat failure, a huge failure. Let me see here. Okay. Right. There are so many dukes in the UK. Taking away his royal dukedom would be extremely ill conceived. The cricket lords in the upper chamber will be very uneasy because there could because theirs could be removed. Vinnie Blair, that is very accurate because, as I said, cutting off your nose just to spite your face. If they do that, if they go ahead and do this, then number one, they're showing how easy it is to do such a thing. And even if the power to take away that is only from the sovereign, it would still be a lot of pressure next time one of the lords or ladies find themselves wanting in their character. There will be an outcry from the public to strip them of their title. I mean, it's just something that's not done. But then again, they did take away the HRH from Diana. So I think that it would only make the Sussexes uh, stronger. It would only add to their credibility as people who are more concerned about the state of the world as we know it, that are, as Harry said, that his life's work is charity. That's something he's always going to do. He is maintaining his mother's legacy. All of those things are more important to him than HRH, and especially when he told them to take it in the first place. So take the HRHs, take the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, if you will. I mean, you took away the house that was gifted to them by the Queen, so you can take the titles that were conferred upon them by the Queen. Um, yeah, yeah, do like Trump. Trump tried to undo anything that was Obama's success. He tried to take away every success of Obama. And so this seems to be what Charles wants to do is to hurt the Sussexes, try to disparage and disrespect them by taking away everything that was given to them upon marriage. So that's fine. Harry lived all those years without being a duke of anything, and he'll live many years more without it. Now, these are from 2016. These are from 2016. And that's why I say you have to be really careful because Um, I know that my brothers and sisters in the Sussex squad means well. However, sometimes they will post photos and they don't give you any reference like the others that I had earlier. But this one, I was able to do a Google search, and sure enough, that is from a polo event back in 2016. And you can tell by the way he's walking, the way he's carrying himself, that this is someone who is dating a beautiful woman, the woman of his dreams. You know, you could just see love written all over his face. I did say his face, right? You could see love written all over his face. So, yeah, that's a little walk. What is that? A little trip back to the past, where you can see his strident gait as he walks across the field, having been dating, secretly dating the Duchess or Meghan Markle. So what's that? Uh, I said, just look at his face. You could see it in his face, Diane Hawkins. You can see love, excitement, that he's thrilled. You can see it all over his face. Marjorie Austin, just his face. Um, and that's it. So I should have known better, but I said, I'm going to just take my chances. I'm going to just take my chances and we'll see what happens. Um, all right, so on to the next one. And then take a look here. I don't know if anyone else saw this one or not, but I found this. Well, actually, someone had to have found it because that's how I found it. But this is another photo of Harry with the choir. And let's take a look at that one again, shall we? Wait, where is the choir? Um, hmm. Oh, wait. Choir. Oh, there we go.
We do.
We do. So keep spreading the love.
Thank you that you
American
spend so much
soldiers,
time with
thank
us.
you.
For such an icon so modest, oh my word. Oh,
Well, you are fabulous.
I'll put that on my resume.
Can we have one group hug? One, two, three, South Africa. 1, 2, 3.
So there you go. That was taken, I think, just before, recorded just before this. So if you couldn't understand the exchange, um, the guy with the white hair that you could see with his hand gesturing um, across like that, he said, so modest, or such modesty from a world icon. Oh my gosh. And Harry said, well, you are fabulous. So I don't know if Harry was like, I don't know if that was supposed to be like a little bit of a little cheeky comment, that's because you're so fabulous? Or did he mean, three snaps fabulous? I think it was a three snaps fabulous. Um, maybe I just maybe that's what I think. It was cute though. Uh, fabulous. You're fab. You're fabulous. So yeah, that's what I think it was. But it was fun though, and all in good nature. And I maybe that's why the kids got such a good laugh out of it. I don't know. And so right here it says that moment Prince Harry meets the Stellenbosch University Choir and confesses to be a big fan is the group hug at the end for you. Yeah, so very very cool. And then some of the squad decided to contrast and compare Princess Diana's gatherings with the response that Harry gets there. So, and then of course yesterday they did the same thing with the Duchess of Sussex, based on the trip to the school. Remember when she went to the school? Let me see. I have that one from yesterday. I'll show you. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, there we go. This one right here. So there you can see a comparison. Nope, that one. Yeah. So comparison from Harry with the group yesterday and Meghan during that last weekend or week of official royal duty. So very, very cool. And then one of the Sussex squad warriors, we know her as Peace. Peace, breaking news only 31 days until Invictus Games Dusseldorf is all about the brave veterans. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's not my fault I am a veteran magnet. So, if you haven't ever seen Peace before, she was actually outside of the event when they had the One World thing where Megan opened up the One World conference or whatever, and she was one of the people out there yelling love to Megan and Harry and such. And also the T-shirt she's wearing, the T-shirt says the Sussex Squad, and she was actually on the, I don't know what channel news it was over in the UK, but I'm like looking through social media, and I'm looking at her talking about one of the causes that she is known for, and that's of course sickle cell anemia. She donates blood and she encourages other people. She's even written a book about it, and so but yeah, so she is like a Sussex Squad superhero. Yeah, right, Lydia. She puts in a lot of work. She puts in a lot of work. So I am a huge fan of Peace, and she will be there at the Invictus game. She was there last time, as a matter of fact. So she will be there, and I'm sure that Harry recognizes her. So there she is with the action figure there on the left side. And this guy here on the right, I think this is an older photo. Um, but no, actually, it's from that day, I think. Yeah, I guess it's from the same day, but I think I've seen him before. And of course, then she's with the guy with the big guns. And it looks like he's pointing that gun, and he's being very irresponsible the way he's pointing his guns, right? I think when you have guns like that, you have to be very careful where you point them. So, who says being a Sussex supporter is all hard work and fighting and correcting people and trying to set the record straight? No, there are times when you can support the Sussexes and support the veterans at the same time. So, good for her. And if you take a look here, one of the squaddies said Harry and Meghan stopped using their HRH when they stepped down as senior royals. And since then, they have been able to do all of these and now this. So, in essence, HRH has afforded them zero benefits. I rest my case. Okay, I rest my case. The me you can't see, Archetypes, Harry and Meghan docuseries, Live to Lead. They even had a child, and The Bench, and Spare. And let's not forget, um, what else? Better Up. Let us not forget Better Up. And of course, the growth of Travelers. It has grown further, since leaving Narnia. So yeah, there's all these things going on, and they just acquired the right to the book, Meet Me at the Lake, which everyone believes is going to be a huge success. So um, yeah, take away the HRH. I think we've done everything that we could possibly do without it. So yeah, not a big deal. And check this out, Copenhagen Fashion Week. Um, this whole thing with the chair. I don't know when we are going to see the last of the chairs, but the chairs have taken on a life of their own. And it's just getting, actually, it's very creative. I have to confess, it is super, super creative. Some of the stuff that they have come up with, I'm just like, now who thinks of things like that? Um, but yeah, I've seen some pretty clever ones. And one of the more recent ones, let's see, when did this come out? Um, oh, no, I don't see it. Well, oh yeah, there it is. The Martin Luther King with the chair. I'm just like, this is super, super clever, incredibly clever. Yeah, this is incredibly clever. So I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. But you notice some of the people in the crowd did not seem to be impressed. I guess they're just glad. Maybe they were afraid. Look at them. Yeah, some of them are smiling, and some of them are just like, "Is she gonna hit us with that chair?" I know she ain't about to hit us with that chair, is she? Uh, one of the squatties wrote, if Nacho is the brother Harry deserves, then Sei is the brother I deserve. Uh, let me see, my emergency black friend who only shows up when I'm being called a racist. So this is a Prince William parody account, of course. And he does seem to have an emergency black friend. And if you don't recall, well, I'll show you in a minute. Inside, let me see, Prince Harry, yeah, Prince Harry's bromance with Nacho Fagares. Duke is leaning on his polo pal more than ever, despite his openness about their friendship and releasing a royal inspired scent. Well, Nacho has a line of fragrances. I don't know that they have anything to do with the British royal family. I'm sure they don't. But of course, for most people in Western civilization, everybody knew the Queen. So if there's anything mentioned as royal, of course, a lot of people try to make that association, especially the very deranged monarchists. They try to make that association. But the truth is, Nacho is a global ambassador. He's the face of Ralph Lauren Polo, as well as all the other ventures that he has. So I don't know what fragrance they're talking about. I really don't care. So Prince Harry and Nacho Fagara's friendship reportedly dates back to 2007. They're jealous. They're jealous and they're just trying to make a buck. But if you take a look here, I actually found this. This is an old one. I bet if we keep calling Nacho Harry's brother, William will also get a brother. Well, he did. There he is right there. Say, that's the one that he slept rough with. And then, as you can see here, if they're trying to make something out of Harry's friendship with Nacho, just look at how close William is digging his nails into the back of his cousin in law or whatever, Mike Tendo, clawing and ripping at his flesh. Now that was bizarre, but nobody's talking about the closeness of William and Mike Tyndall, the way he's trying to rip his clothes off his back and dig his nails into him. Nobody's making any fun of that. Now I'm just going to assume that William was probably having a rough day and he saw a friendly face and tried to rip his clothes off. I don't know. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm an outside observer. Who knows? But so if they want to try to dissect Harry's connection to um, Nacho, then I say we need to dig into, and not our nails, but just dig our minds into it, not our nails. We need to dig our minds into it and try to figure out what is his closeness with Mike Tendo and Zara, the tongue ring Tendo. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They play up things unnecessarily when it's to do with the Sussexes, but when it's to do with the Prince of Pegging, then all of a sudden, look at the shiny object over there. Don't pay any attention to a grown man digging his nails into another grown man's back. And then, of course, this overly, I would say, overly I guess, affectionate exchange that they're having right there. I mean, have you ever seen William embrace anybody like that? Have you ever? How strange. I think he must have been like depressed or something and just needed to lean on Mike Tyndall in that moment. Is it Mike Tyndall or Mike Tender? Yeah, he just needed to lean on Mike Tender at that moment. A tender exchange of affection between a prince of the realm, the reigning Prince of Wales, as well as all the other stuff, and a billionaire now, too. And then, of course, we'll never forget that time when he slept rough with a black man. That, of course, my friend Prince William is no racist. Prince William reminds us that he once slept rough with a black man, and that should prove he's not a racist. Sei Mbakin has known Prince William for more than 10 years and once slept rough with him. He speaks about their enduring friendship. Look at there. I mean, he's just like, come in closer, my friend, come in closer. And then, of course, upon his trip with, I don't know, he looks like he's over in Africa. And because he thinks he's the king of Africa, of course, he has to show his affection openly and often with every black man he can find in Africa. So I think you guys have really been terribly critical of William. William has a great deal of affection to share, if only with, black men and Mike Tyndall, but he's a very affectionate guy. So I think you guys judge him harshly. Oh, Vinny Blair, I saw those bottles. They have like a horseshoe shape to them or whatever. But yeah, I hate that there's so many choices. I should try to see if there's like a collection, like a little miniature collection, because if I get one, I'm going to want the other, right? And I remember a long time ago at the department stores, they used to have like those sample packs. Yeah, if I could find like a nice sample pack of those, like those little, I don't know, 1/8 of an ounce bottles or whatever they are, I would love to get that just to try each and every one of them. But I couldn't just buy one. That would be weird, especially when you know there's a collection. So that's why I hate when there's so many choices like that. Leg says W seems more comfortable with these people. Kate. He does seem, I mean, the whole chin on chin, wait, chin on neck, the whole chin on neck. I'm just surprised to see William so affectionate. It's reassuring because it demonstrates that he does have some semblance of humanity, but I'm just surprised. I'm just really surprised. Now, if he gets a tongue ring, I'll be even more. If he gets a tongue ring, I'll be even more surprised. Thank you so much, Lex, for the super chat. Yeah, if he gets a tongue ring, I'll be even more surprised. And of course, there's the kiss of Judas. Um, thank you to the squatty that made this one. Uh, Something tells me that Charles is going to wake up with a horse head in his bed. But then again, that's a daily event, isn't it? But yeah, he's going to wake up with a horse head in his bed. And then after that, he is going to decide to step down as monarch. He's going to wake up with a horse head, and then from there, he's going to step down. And where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe they're here. Yes, send in the clowns. This is one of those AI images of Donald John Trump, and one of my favorites to date. Yes, a big clown he is. A big clown that's in a lot of trouble. There ought to be clowns. And as promised, you guys, we're going to try to keep it about an hour. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Now, before you go, let me take a look through Twitter and see if I can find any photos. But yeah, if you need to go, go ahead and say goodnight, you guys. But I am going to look through Twitter and see if there's any photos to share. Okay. Nothing so far. Oh, wait, let me check that out. Hmm. Yep, I don't see anything. Well, have a good night, you guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Thank you for your memberships and your subscriptions. Thank you to the Mod Squad for keeping this a safe space. But yeah, I don't see anything. I was hoping that I could share just one photo or more of Harry and Nacho, but don't see anything. So, good night, everyone. Have a great weekend. I will see you all tomorrow, of course. Definitely not as late as today, but I will see you all tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, nothing, nothing, nothing. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you, you, you. Okay, yes, I have nothing, not a thing. Oh, well, They'll probably come out soon. Okay. Look at that. I thought I saw something. I was like, oh, by the way, how many people were still here last night when I was having my exhausted meltdown? I did finally get some sleep. Oh my goodness, I was so punchy and tired yesterday. I don't even remember what I said. I know I was singing a lot though. I remember that I was singing. And I think I was singing Dido. I think I didn't I sing Dido? I think I recall that. Yes, guys, nothing for Harry yet, but if I find something, I will make sure that I share it ASAP. Thank you, Louise Narcissus. Thank you for being here. Cookies and Cream says, please stay safe, pray, don't pig, and hydrate. Well, that sounds like a last word to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Black Queen says the calls are coming from inside 1-800 sleep rough. Oh, Black Queen. You think that's why there's so much protection for the GB News host? Do you think so? Um, I was thinking because there seemed to be that little group of like minded people, um, that little sewing circle, that little coffee clutch that they had going on at Kensington Palace. So you know what they say, where there's smoke. But thank you so much, Black Queen, for the 1-800 sleep rough. I mean, we've been saying it for a while. Anytime somebody gets in a plane and goes all the way to Poland for a pulled pork sandwich and end up at that particular restaurant of all places, and seem to be very comfortable with the menu, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, seem to be very comfortable with the menu. Seem to know that menu from starboard to stern, from port to what's the other one? Um, yeah, from the other port to the other side, and just got there, and all of a sudden, pulled pork. What pulled pork? Are you saying you want the pulled pork sandwich? Pulled pork. So it just make one wonder. And the derangers, oh boy, when you bring that up, they get really upset. And yeah, so oh well. Long as he's happy, that's all that I care about. And as long as he leaves Harry and Meghan alone and stop trying to make their lives miserable, then that's also all I care about. Leave the Sussexes alone, or leave the Windsors alone, the Mountbatten-Windsors. Leave the Mountbatten-Windsors alone. And if you guys recall, when Ms. Magazine had their, uh, what was the award she received? The bio, the bio that they introduced her with, it did not include anything to do with the royal family. It did not include her title. It included her life work, like, for instance, the UN, and of course, the Africa, and, well, that. It included those things. It did not include the stuff with the royal family. They just totally glossed right over that. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you all. Let me see. What is wrong with my screen? Now I can't see how many people are here all of a sudden. That is weird. Huh. Oh wow. Is this some kind of I just found some kind of new something that I've never Oh, how does that work? Add item. I've never seen that before. No wonder. Okay. You know how sometimes you learn something new? I just saw something on the menu for the StreamYard that I've never noticed before. I hit that little plus symbol on the bottom right. I don't know what that does, but oh well, I bet not mess with it before I've even done something. I got to look it up. Okay, well, good night, all. Oh, it's been an hour and 27 minutes. All right, good night, y'all. I will see you all tomorrow. And we are going to, uh, yeah, we're going to do Madam Duchess on our way out of here. Yes, we're going to end with a Madam Duchess. I love that the guy said, asked Megan if she would say hello to his daughter, I think it was. And she was like, yes, of course.
Hi, Soraya. Sending big hellos and lots of thanks for your dad being here. He's going to have a great week. Hi. Yes, yes, of course. Ready? Hi, Soraya. Sending big hellos and lots of thanks for your dad being here. He's going to have a great week.
Oh, man. I love him. He's so stiff. Oh, man. Kind of stiff, but that was adorable, I think. Hi, Soraya. Oh. Oh no, not that one. I don't want to see that one. Where's my other one from that night? Um, what was that called? One World? Nah, not that one. Good night, you guys. I'm just sitting here messing around. So if you got to get your beauty sleep, go for it. Oh, best of One Young World. Maybe this is it. Let's see.
is now. The important work can't wait for tomorrow. And this week the world is watching as you cement your place in history by showcasing the good that you are doing today. In the present moment, as we embrace the moment of now to create a better tomorrow. And with that, it is my absolute honor and pleasure to declare this year's One Young World Summit officially open.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Black Queen, for the super chats. So they won, huh? I did not see anything, but well, that'll give me something to do. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, all right. Well, I'll try to have something ready for tomorrow. And with that, you guys, oh, thank you, thank you. Um, I try to find something to set the mood. Oh yeah, bravo for Harry. Thank you, Anastasia. Definitely, she knows how to work the room. She can read the room, gauge their reactions, and strike just the right note. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Good night and see you all tomorrow.